You can do this. Biblical encouragement for overcoming challenges. Have you ever faced a challenge so overwhelming that you felt like giving up? Maybe you're struggling with a difficult season in life, feeling inadequate, or questioning whether you have the strength to keep going. But I'm here to remind you of one powerful truth. You can do this, not because of your own strength, but because of the strength that comes from God. Stay with me for the next few minutes as we dive into God's promises, powerful Bible verses, and practical steps that will help you overcome any obstacle. By the end of this message, you'll be equipped with the faith and courage to say, with God, all things are possible. 1. The foundation of strength. Let's start with one of the most powerful verses in the Bible. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4 verse 13. Paul wrote these words while he was in prison, facing uncertainty and hardship. Yet, he wasn't defeated. He had an unshakable confidence, not in himself, but in Christ. And that's the key. Your strength comes from God, not your circumstances. Think about David facing Goliath, a young shepherd boy with just a sling and 5 stones against a giant warrior? Impossible by human standards. But David's confidence wasn't in his weapon. It was in God's power. And we know how that story ended. 2. The power of faith. Maybe you're facing a giant in your life. A health issue, financial struggles, broken relationships, or fear of failure. Here's another promise to hold on to. For we walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7. Faith means trusting that God is already at work, even when you don't see the results yet. It's about believing before you receive. Jesus said in Matthew 17 verse 20, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. Your challenge may seem huge, but even a little faith in a great God can lead to miracles. So ask yourself, are you walking by faith, or are you letting fear control you? 3. God's plan for you. Here's another reason why you can do this. God has already prepared a way for you. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 reminds us, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Whatever you're facing today, it's not the end of your story. God is still writing it, and he specializes in turning struggles into testimonies. Remember Joseph? He was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. But years later, he became a ruler in Egypt and saved an entire nation. What others meant for evil, God used for good. Genesis 50 verse 20. Your situation may seem unfair, but God is working behind the scenes. Hold on, because your breakthrough is coming. Conclusion. Now, here's where you step in. What's one challenge you've been avoiding? One fear holding you back? I challenge you right now. Take a step of faith. Pray and ask God for strength. Speak life over your situation. Declare Philippians 4 verse 13 over yourself. Take action, even if it's small. Faith requires movement. You can do this because God is with you. And if God is for you, who can be against you? Romans 8 verse 31. Before you go, I want you to type in the comments, I can do this. Let's declare it together in faith. If this message encouraged you, share it with someone who needs hope today. And if you want more faith-filled content, subscribe and let's walk this journey together. Remember, you are not alone, you are not defeated, and through Christ, you can do all things. See you next time, and may God bless you abundantly.